Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, a weekly battle of wits, debating everything from horseshoes to hand grenades, all for the privilege to be called right. And now, your hosts, Bobo and Travis.
Hey guys, welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast. I'm Travis. With me as always is Bobo.
Hey-o!
Hey buddy.
How we doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, you know, living the dream here in a walkout basement in the middle of white America. Same as always.
That is us. We are consistent as hell.
What? Are we?
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, we do manage to put out an episode every single week without fail. I guess that is pretty consistent.
We're doing good, I suppose.
We are the model of consistency.
We're the poster children, if you will.
Yeah, the children of the corn, maybe. That's what you want to follow us as.
That is a dated reference.
Is it?
I believe so. When was the last time a Children of the Corn movie came
They haven't
out?
remade that shit or anything yet?
I don't think so. I don't think I even saw the original one. I think because it was like the Friday the 13th movies where there was many of them. And
you're right. Children of the Corn was 1984.
oh wow.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a Stephen King short story.
That's what I was about to say. I was pretty sure that was Stephen King. So I'm sure it did terribly in the box office.
I did not realize they had. I thought they remake that by now. Oh wait, they did a remake in 2009.
Okay,
but it was a direct-to-TV remake.
It was a Lifetime original movie.
No, it was. It was a TV remake of the first film. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Children of the Corn get beat by their boyfriends.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I don't know if you know the answer to this. Maybe
Okay.
we should do some research into this and report back next week. I think people are going to want to know the answer as well.
Uh-huh.
Why do they have made-for-TV movies? Like, why do they do that? No, they're perennially known as not good. I think the best example of a TV movie that was actually successful was Sharknado.
Oh yeah. I mean,
that's like the exception that proves the rule, in my opinion.
See, you know what though? There's an audience there.
For what? All of them or just Sharknado?
For all of them.
Is there?
There is, and there's not.
You're telling me right now, Travis, that when they made this Children of the Corn remake on the Sci-Fi Channel, there was an audience for that?
I would be okay. I'm gonna say something that, and I don't really know if this is factually correct, but I'm just gonna put this out there.
Reckless speculation Thursday. Here we go.
That's exactly what it is. I bet you. I know for a fact Sharknado got better ratings than any of the late night TV shows.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I would be willing to guess that most of those like Lifetime original movies, the Hallmark Channel movies, all of those get better ratings than the late night TV shows.
You think so?
I actually think so.
You know what? I want to go and do some research about this. We're going to report back next week.
Okay.
Because I just can't imagine. I've never in my life been excited for a made-for-TV movie, Travis.
Oh, I haven't either. But like my mom, when Christmas time was around, she would watch all of those fucking Hallmark Christmas like made-for-TV movies. See
now, that makes a little bit of sense. I can get making movies for Meemaws to watch on Lifetime Channel.
Right.
But like, what about, like, they make those direct-to-DVD movies also, which are basically the same category of awful.
Well, but the direct-to-DVD, those ones are a whole different category. Because those were actually movies that they thought, well, maybe we can, sell this to somebody. And it, obviously couldn't be sold to a distributor for theaters, so it was direct DVD.
Are they? 'Cause I mean, like all those American Pie movies, you know what I mean? Like the direct-to-video ones?
Yeah, no, I bet you, somebody was like, well, maybe this will hit. Maybe somebody will like this, because I would assume so, or maybe just direct to DVD actually works. I don't know. There's a reason it keeps happening. So
you're right. There must be. And honestly, I think now with Netflix, that model will change to be even like, I mean, that new movie that came out on Netflix with Will Smith in it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically a direct-to-DVD movie.
Have you watched it yet?
So don't talk about it. I've not watched it yet. I've heard that the critics hate it, but people that watched it they say it's not that bad.
That's what I hear as well, but I have yet to watch it.
I've not watched it. Maybe we should watch it together.
Maybe we should.
I will say, they put Ash vs. Evil Dead on Netflix.
Yes.
And it's amazing, Travis.
Oh, you're preaching to the choir on that one.
Have you seen it already?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you because I know we watched the first few episodes together.
Yes,
and then we never caught up on the rest of them. So I actually watched the first 2 seasons, and it's amazing.
I really like it, but I liked the Evil Dead and Army of Darkness movies. So it was right up my
of course I do.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge horror guy though, and they are pretty gory.
no,
But like in a way that's not awful.
Right, they're excessively gory just for the laughs.
Right, dude, I think they're brilliant. Bruce Campbell, I love him. He's my spirit animal.
I would love to just know what the budget on that for fake blood is.
Oh, dude, I can't imagine them. I imagine them trucking it in like they do when you buy water for your pool.
Right. Yes.
Just a tanker full of fucking fake blood.
Like there is a procurement officer out there that is like, all right, I need gallons of fake blood. What can you do for me?
You think they order it in barrels because it's so much? Not even gallons. I need 18 barrels of fake blood, sir.
I would not surprise me if somehow they bought it in trucks like you would fill up your pool.
Dude, absolutely. But yeah, that show is great. But anyway, so we're going to find out what the market is for this direct-to-TV movie bullshit, and if anyone in their life has ever been excited for a direct-to-TV movie. Put that on the poll this week.
Okay.
Have you ever been excited to watch a direct-to-TV movie that was not Sharknado?
Oh, well, no, because a Sharknado is going to be the only one that people were actually excited about.
But if they're not excited, then why are they watching? Was my point.
I don't know.
I don't either. I want to find out.
Well, but there's no. I mean, the market for made for TV movies is not about anticipation. It's about it's a Monday night and I've got nothing else to watch.
God, what kind of lonely are you if that's how you spend your Monday night? I mean, I know that people get lonely sometimes, but if you're so lonely you got to turn on the Hallmark Channel to watch a made-for-TV movie, whew. I mean, take up Bridge or something. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, yeah. Well, but do you count like people that are just channel surfing and just happen upon it and they just get sucked in?
I don't know. I guess that's still a thing because I don't really. I know most people our age don't channel surf anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I still kind of do.
Do you really?
I actually Monday night I landed on a documentary that I was really happy I landed on.
What'd you watch?
It's called. I forget what it's called now, but it's HBO just did a documentary about the band the Avett Brothers, and it's really really good.
The what brothers?
The Avett Brothers. They are kind of a. I don't know. They're a folk band now. I mean,
May It Last is what it's called.
That's it. May It Last, and it's really good, and they're the biggest band you probably have never heard of.
But I think that was Judd Apatow that did that.
He did.
Okay, that makes sense. Probably pretty good then. I mean, it's Judd Apatow.
But and they're who signed them a couple years ago was Rick Rubin, and he produces all their albums now.
Well, Rick Rubin's a genius, so.
Right? And honestly, there was a point in the documentary where they were talking to Rick Rubin, and he was like, I can't see a point where these guys make music to actually sell any records. So that's the job of the label. The job of the label is to bring them listeners, and we just let them do their art. I thought
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like that's really cool. Like that, there's a label out there that'll because I don't even remember what label they're on, but it's a major label. And they're
I mean, so
their live shows. I mean, they at the end of the show or the end of the documentary, they show one of their concerts. It's at Madison Square Garden. Like they sell out arenas.
That is pretty cool.
And you've never heard them.
I mean, I don't listen to that genre of music though.
Right, but even there's probably not a lot of people that sell out Madison Square Garden that you haven't heard of.
I bet you there's a lot. I have. You don't use me.
I probably
don't use me. They're on American Recordings, which is a subsidy of Universal.
There it is. Yeah. So,
but anyways, don't use me as I haven't heard of many popular bands on the radio right now.
Yeah, I could probably. I would probably have heard of them. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it was a great documentary, and I got it through channel surfing. So
well. Again, I'm wrong, apparently. People do channel surf still.
Well, I needed a little downtime on Monday because I just came back from vacation.
Ah, yes. Welcome to Disney, the episode.
I will tell you, through this week, I started making notes on my phone about my trip. So
Travis, for those of you who don't know, don't listen to the podcast regularly, was on a glorious adventure to Disney last week. We had to pre-record last week's episode because he was at Disney, so which is fine. Yep. And apparently, it was everything Travis hoped it would be and more.
I'm not going to go that far, but I went with my wife and her family, and they all love Disney, like absolutely.
Oh, do they?
Oh, absolutely love Disney. I mean, Mandy's parents have gone to Disney, just the two of them. So
as adults,
yes.
I don't understand that.
They love Disney. Okay, and so I don't really love Disney. For those of you who don't know, if I haven't talked about this before, I don't really like cartoons. I
don't know if that really does it justice. You do not like cartoons,
right? Well, there's certain ones that creak through or that slip through, and but I really don't. And I
think just The Simpsons. Is that the only one?
I like Simpsons. Early Family Guy was good. Archer's good. That may be it.
Yeah, because you don't like South Park even.
No, I don't really like South Park. That's pretty much it. So, and when I will say, if I had to pick a favorite Disney movie, hands down, it's The Emperor's New Groove. But
you're an idiot.
I'm just saying that's it. I do actually. I have watched that movie before. It's a funny movie, but I don't really like cartoons. And when I was a kid, I really didn't watch a whole lot of cartoons. I think G.I. Joe is probably the only cartoon that I really ever watched. But
I can't get over the fact you just said The Emperor's New Groove is a good movie.
You don't like that one?
No.
Really? David Spade? Putty from Seinfeld? Come on.
No, thank you.
Okay. Anyway.
Also, I like to say that Emperor's New Groove, if you go to the Wikipedia description, they describe it as a buddy comedy film.
It is.
What? But it's a kids movie. Like you don't call The Lion King like a drama.
The Lion King. It is shot documentary style.
Buddy comedy. Fuck off.
Right. So we go to Disney, and I was kind of hoping that I would kind of see what the whole allure of this place was. Because
so let's back up for a second. Right. You have never been to Disney before.
Actually, I have been to Disney before, and I don't really remember the trip at all.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
How old were you when you went?
I was in middle school, and
okay, so you've not been there as an adult,
right? But I don't really remember the trip really at all. Like
that's okay. I mean, you were doing a lot of acid back then. It's fine.
I guess so. But so this is effectively my first time at Disney, and
definitely as an adult, obviously. So that's okay. So now, how drunk did you get on the plane?
I did not get drunk on the plane. So that was the first mistake of this whole goddamn.
First mistake.
Yes. So because they wanted to make the most of the first day, we got on the plane. Our flight was at 6:10 in the morning.
Wait, who wanted to make what? Say that again now.
The whole group wanted to make the most of the first day. Okay.
As in, they want to get there and like tour the park day one.
Right. Yes. Like get there, hit the ground running. Just get in, enjoy the time, enjoy the magic that is Walt Disney.
But your flight was at 6:10 in the morning.
Right.
So you had to wake up at, let's say, 3?
I got up at 3:45.
Oh, you're risky. That's risky business.
Oh, no. That was not even by choice. I got up at 3:45 to catch a shuttle because we stayed by the airport to catch a shuttle.
Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I thought you stayed at your home. Okay.
No. So we got up at 3:45 to catch a shuttle at 4:30 to get to the airport. I didn't want to get to the airport until 5. But
that's risky business.
I don't find that. I don't ever have a problem with that.
At
that time of the morning, I was not, and we would have totally been fine. Anyways, so we get up. We get up at 3:45. We fly down there, drop off our luggage at the hotel, and go straight to the park.
So you're at the park by like 9 a.m.
I think it was like 9:30 or 10. It was something like that. First off, I didn't remember this, but the Disney World is like 45 minutes away from Orlando, at least the airport, which I didn't remember.
Yeah, it's a good drive.
Yeah, so so it took us. We took like a bus over there, whatever. So we go to the park and we're kind of milling around during the day. And the first thing that kind of strikes me about Disney World that I really didn't understand is there's about 3 rides per park.
Yes.
That, which I was like, what the fuck are we supposed to do here?
Wait, so back up. You get there, let's say 10 a.m.
Yeah.
You've already been up 7 hours now.
Right.
Or so at this point.
Right.
Did you start drinking at 10?
I started drinking at noon. I started drinking at 11.
Okay. I was just curious.
I
want to get the timeline of when alcohol becomes a factor.
Well, I will
for the
say,
listeners and science.
I will say that one of the great things about this trip is we had like a meal plan.
Okay. What?
Like, so you can buy a meal plan.
What are you, fucking college?
Yeah, I guess so. And you got a quick service meal a day, which basically was like Disney's version of fast food. Okay. You got a proper sit down meal, and then you got 2 snacks per day. So, and you can use these in any park, anywhere you wanted to. Is
proper sit down meal your term for it or theirs?
No, it's a proper sit down meal. So
I just like how you say proper.
Well, like it's it's not.
I find that word funny as a description.
I guess. I don't know. It's not on the level of like Applebee's. It's more Chili's. But
well, like proper fuck.
Like proper. But but each of the quick service meal and the regular meal both came with alcohol, with one alcoholic drink.
Okay.
So
which is Bud Light, Dilly Dilly.
No, it could be liquor too. It was anything. Yeah, so that I was pretty impressed with.
How much did this thing cost, though?
I have no idea. I didn't pay for any of this, which is one of the reasons why I went.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, so this trip was free for Travis.
It was a present from Mandy's parents to her and her sister because they both just Mandy got her master's and her sister got her undergrad.
Okay, so but again, that's one of the only reasons that you would go on this if it's free. I mean, I don't know if you know this or not. Disney is exceedingly expensive. Also,
it is goddamn ridiculous. Like,
yes.
So okay, so I started drinking, whatever. But I quickly, like I said, I quickly learned like these rides.
So first day, what park did you go to first? Let's
MGM Studios.
So you went to MGM the first day.
Yes, yeah, the Hollywood Studios one, I think it was called. I don't know. This was another part of the trip. I did not research anything. I did not plan anything. I showed up. People told me where to go. I went, and that was fun.
Okay, that's fine.
Because there was the group of us was, let's see, there was 11 of us that went. So, with planning, and there was too many cooks in the kitchen, so I just pieced out.
So, okay, wait, what?
with the planning, there was too many cooks in the kitchen, so I just stepped back and let everybody else plan it.
That's what I would do too. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
So,
and really, honestly, I didn't know anything about Disney, so I just let it go. Like
Okay, that's fair. You remember when obviously it's changed a lot since you were there in middle school. That's probably that's like a lifetime ago for us.
Right.
So,
yeah. So
it's changed.
It's changed. It's completely different. I mean, honestly, I thought for everybody that loves Disney that went on this trip, they still didn't know too much about it because it had been like 10 years since they went. Not Mandy's parents. They had been there like 2 years ago. But like Mandy and her sister, and it had been like 10 years. So like they didn't know much about the park either, which I would have thought they would have known more about. But
well, that's okay. So what rides did you guys decide to do when you got to, I think it's Disney's Hollywood Studios is the professional term for that place?
Yes.
So did you go any rides there?
I did. So we went and watched a video about the Star Wars universe. This is where like Star Wars is, as far as Disney goes. This is where like they put all of their rides pertaining to Star Wars. And actually, also there is a park they're building that's coming in 2019 that does look badass. That I told Mandy.
Oh, the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. I told Mandy, I was like, all right, I'll go back down just to do that park for one day, and then I want to go to Universal Studios. And
Universal Studios is awesome, by the way. I was at Disney probably must have been 7 years ago now for DeLorean Car Show when they had it down there.
Yeah.
and I went to we did Disney. It was at Disney, so we did some Disney stuff only because it was already there. And then we did Universal Studios or whatever, and we did SeaWorld too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I won the tickets to SeaWorld, which is the only reason I went to SeaWorld.
Right.
And we sat through one of those time share presentations for tickets to Disney, which is the only reason I went to Disney.
Nice.
Anyways.
But so we went and we watched like a little video about the Star Wars universe, and that was actually really cool. It was kind of gave like the background with like all of the projects that they have going on. And kind of how there's like a whole team dedicated to fact checking like every Star Wars project to make sure it lives up to the universe. It's really cool.
Yeah, but that's kind of, I mean, it's kind of fucked. But anyways,
yeah,
so.
but it so that was kind of cool. We sat through that, and then I was like, all right, so like, what are we gonna do next? And so then there was a Star Wars ride that like it was called Star Tours. And
yeah, is that the 3D motion simulator ride?
Yeah, that's like 30 seconds long.
Right.
Like, we got in, we sat, now we had these things called fast passes that could get us to the front of the line.
Yes.
And so we used that, and I'm really glad we used it for this one because literally we got in there and we sat down. It was probably, real estimate, it was probably 1 minute and 25 seconds.
Yeah, it's very short.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. So then we got out of that. And now, mind you, we've been at the park since like, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And our dinner reservations that night were at 7:45.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like we had a lot of time. So I was like, all right, so now what do we do? And so we walked around for a little while. We did some shopping.
Oh God!
Like there's nothing else to do there. Like I don't understand.
This sounds like vacation from hell.
So then I was like, well, there was a roller coaster there that Mandy doesn't like, and I was like, I want to get on it because I want to do something. So I got on. It was the Aerosmith ride, and that was a pretty good ride.
Okay.
But then Mandy wanted to go to a Beauty and the Beast show, and I said, I said, you know what? I love you, but I can't do that. I will do other things with you this week, like, but I it's just not worth it. Oh, yeah. So they went and went to that, and I went to the bar. And
you just went to the bar at Disney.
Yeah, there was like a little pub there that I
were there like a bunch of dudes there just like you that were like, fuck this?
No, there was actually a bunch of like couples there that were kind of sitting around. So I just kind of
okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Grabbed a few beers and sat in the corner. But and we did go see like the Indiana Jones thing, which was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the stunt thing.
Yeah, the stunt thing. But by the time dinner rolled around, everybody was just irritable as fuck. Like,
oh yeah, you've been there. You've been up since 3 a.m. You were on a flight, and then you've walked around a goddamn hot theme park all day.
Right. And then,
like, and yeah, we're talking 7 o'clock at night. So you've been up what now? Like 15, 16 hours?
And literally, there was not. I will say this through this entire piece. I don't understand the allure of Disney because there was not much to do. Like,
now, how like awful was dinner on a scale of everyone yelling at each other to actually enjoying the shitty food that's basically Applebee's?
Well, here's the thing. We went to this 50s diner. Okay. This
yes, I think that's in the what is that called? The Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater Restaurant?
No, it's the 50s diner experience. Like everything in there is like authentic. But the thing about it is the waitresses pretty much treat you like shit. Like if you have your elbows on the table, she yells at you. If you're taking too long ordering your stuff, she yells at you.
Wait, it's like dicks?
Yes.
Oh.
And
okay.
If you know anything about me, I do not like that type of stuff at all. Like,
no, you're not one to role play.
And I really like I was trying to think about it and you're
probably like 8 beers deep at this point too. So
I've had a couple. I'm by no means hammered, but like,
I would have been hammered by then. You should have just gone off the deep end.
Well,
anyways,
I don't have the money to do that. I legitimately did not have the money to stay drunk the entire time. It would have cost me a mortgage payment. But so so we get to dinner, and I just like I was trying to describe about why I don't like this type of experience, and the closest thing I can get to is, there's too many dicks out there in the world. Like, I don't need to go to restaurants where they specialize in people being a dick.
Dude, I completely agree. I've never understood restaurants that do. I think is it Dick's Crab House that does that?
Yep,
Is that the?
Yep. Yeah,
I've never understood the appeal to that unless it's like over the top funny and they're gonna swear and say like the F word and stuff.
Yeah,
which they're not gonna do.
And Mandy's family loves it, and that's fine. That's fine that they love it, but like it's just not my thing, and it's certainly not my thing after being up for like 15 hours, like you said.
No, that sounds awful.
So like I just sat there, and the worst part about it is we were traveling with Mandy's cousins, her cousin's family. So there was a child with us. She's our goddaughter, and she's 6 years old. I think I had that right. And,
so you've had a 6-year-old up for 16 hours.
Right. And she got really upset that this waitress was being a dick to everybody. And like, to be honest with you, like,
God bless her little heart.
So at that point, I'm like, you know what? Good for this kid. Like, she realizes, like, she may not get that it is role playing, but she gets it. Like, people shouldn't be dicks to each other.
That's true. That's a good lesson.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. But everybody was like, oh, it's just role playing. You'll find it funny when you get older. I was like, oh my God. No.
No, you won't.
You may not.
Hopefully you end up being a decent human being like Travis. And you don't have to be,
well, let's not.
You don't need people to be mean to you to get your jollies off.
Let's not put me up on that pedestal because I by no means am a decent human being.
Oh, you're right. I misspoke.
I'm proper.
You are proper fuck.
But yeah, and so that was, and at that point, like as soon as dinner was over, everybody was like, "We're done. We're going back to our rooms," and everybody went back and went to sleep. But even
of course.
So, but even that was another thing that I learned about Disney, which I don't understand why people put up with this bullshit. But the transportation around Disney is god awful. Like it's a half-hour bus ride to anything.
Didn't realize that.
Oh my God, it is fucking like if you stay on one of the hotels on the one of the parks, or there's all these hotels that are in the complex, I suppose. And but it's like, you got to go wait in line for a fucking bus, get on the bus, ride over there. Like they can't put fucking subway, well, not subways because, Florida's a swampland, but they can't put monorails everywhere. Like I was pretty shocked about how much you wait just for transportation in these parks. But with 3 rides at every park, there's not a whole lot else to do. But I will say that I don't want to keep going on here, but the best ride in Disney is the Avatar ride. And,
Okay.
And the first, when I waited for the Avatar ride, we waited 3 hours for it.
What?
Yes, I knew this was going to get you.
You waited 3 goddamn hours to ride a fucking ride?
Right.
With the Fast Pass?
So the Fast Passes run out, like, you can't, so you have to sign up for these things.
Right.
And apparently, like, you have to sign up, like, 6 months in advance, and we didn't do that. So we didn't have Fast Passes, and we got in line and waited 3 hours for this ride.
God, what?
At one point, Mandy points out when we were in line, it took us less time to fly to Walt Disney World than to get on this ride.
You fucking sheep.
And
standing for 3 hours just to get your fucking jollies off on a goddamn theme park ride.
Now ask me if it was worth it.
Was it worth it?
Every goddamn second.
I've been on that ride. It's not worth it.
Oh, I fucking loved it.
It's a great ride. It's not 3 hours great.
Well, I'll tell you what. We went on it 3 times.
You spent 9 hours in line?
Well, almost. But because the second time,
no, you spent 3. You spent. Let's average out 8 hours.
Maybe 8 hours. Yes, I spent a full work day in line.
You spent a full work day standing,
waiting for a 4-minute ride. But
I hate you so much right now.
The second time,
I've never been more disappointed in you than right now.
The second time, no, okay, 7 hours. Because the second time we walked right in.
That's so much better.
No, we walked right in. It was like an hour wait. I was like, this is awesome. But Yeah. But again, there's nothing else to do there. Like there's
there's a lot of shopping and stuff. So like I think women like it because there's things to do for them. But dudes, you're right. It costs like $10 a beer.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yep.
Any place there. So you're right. You can't drink yourself into a coma without having to bring like your goddamn traveler's checks and cashing them all in the first day.
Now traveler's checks. Now I will say when we went to Epcot and we did the world tour or whatever.
Yep.
There I got myself pretty drunk.
Okay, good.
And there is where I saved my money for everything. So
for Epcot.
I just ended up getting
ride that goddamn terrible monorail.
Oh, we didn't get on the monorail for that one. We took the bus. But yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know.
Wait, you didn't ride the monorail?
No, there wasn't a reason to ride the monorail. Like, are you supposed to just ride it? I thought it took you places.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Cool. It's the monorail in Disney. Like that's the thing you do.
I just kept singing the monorail theme from The Simpsons. Monorail.
Right, that's part exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So Disney again. I come out of this whole experience still wondering what the allure is. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I wish I did. I've asked Mandy. She can't really articulate it. I think it's a nostalgic thing for her. I think that's what she's kind of expressed to me, that it is a nostalgic thing. But man, I tell you what, I don't understand it. It's not worth the money. It is certainly. This is technically the off season, and like I still had to wait 3 hours in line for a fucking ride. And if anybody's planning a trip to Disney, I will say the best shitters are in Pandora.
Where?
Pandora, where the Avatar ride is.
Oh, okay.
They're brand new, and I walked into the bathroom, I was like, oh man, I wish I had to take a shit, because this one's so nice.
I just can't believe you went down there to Orlando and didn't go to Universal Studios.
There wasn't time.
I know, but that's by far the best theme park in the world. And if you're going to be down there, next time make it a point to just fuck Disney and go there.
That's what I said to Manny. Next time we go down there, we're going for Universal Studios, and
Avatar, which is the best ride at Disney, I think that's pretty much well known at this point.
Yes,
is like the 8th best ride at Universal.
That's fine, because Avatar was real cool. That's what
I'm saying. That's how much cool Universal is what I'm saying.
Right? Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Well,
I'm saddened for you that you didn't get to do that, and that they didn't have the foresight to do that instead. But
no one's sadder than me.
Sadness will last forever.
It has left a hole in my heart, a universal size hole.
A universal size hole, an infinitesimal size hole in your goddamn heart.
Yeah. So those are some of my thoughts about Disney. It was a fine trip.
Don't lie. You're never going back there.
There was not nearly as much drama as I thought there might be. We had some issues with people not being flexible, but that was I shouldn't say quickly, but that was solved at some point during the week.
It wasn't solved quickly because they weren't flexible, hence the point.
Right. Yes. But
yes.
It was a good time, I guess.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it wouldn't have been a good time if you had to pay for it.
No, I would have been pissed. I would have been furious if I had to pay for that bullshit.
Channeling your inner Liam Neeson there. Oh no!
Oh god! Yeah.
No.
The problem is like I have trouble reconciling how my time was at Disney. So like when I got home, I was talking to my mom, and she goes, "How was your time? Did you enjoy it?" I was like, "Yeah, no, yeah, I guess." Like I was like, I really, and it was completely genuine. I really just didn't know how to answer it. I mean, there were some times they were pretty good there. We actually had some decent meals, so that was cool. But yeah, it was a whole lot of hurry up and wait, and that was just kind of boring to me.
Yeah, the older I get, maybe because I don't have kids, I have no intention of having kids.
Right.
Like standing in line for 3 hours, I'd be like, nope, I'm not doing it. I just don't have any desire to do that.
You know what? When there's nothing else to do, it's amazing how quickly you'll succumb to. What the fuck?
I'd be so upset that I just wouldn't go. You know what I mean?
Well, but I was there and like, what else?
I'd rather go to the hotel pool and get drunk in the hot tub.
Yeah, that didn't seem like that was going to be an option. But
why not?
Because I had to spend time with Mandy.
You should have. Listen, Travis.
Yes.
You should have faked the flu. You should have, honest to God, just fucking started trying to vomit in the toilet and then be like, oh, they're going to go to the park and have fun. And as soon as they leave, you just head downstairs to the fucking hotel bar, get a 6-pack, go to the fucking pool and lounge out.
Well, here's something funny that happened before I left. So I was talking to Uncle Hare, and he was in L.A. the week before I went to Disney.
Yes.
And I was talking to him, and he's like, oh, I can't wait to play video games when I get back. We can all, hop on and play Fortnite. And I was like, yeah, I can't. I'll be in Disney. And he's like, well, just take your PS4. And and I said to him, I was like, well, I can't. Like, and I can't. You know why I can't. And he goes, yeah, I asked my wife if I could bring my PS4 to LA, and she told me no.
You guys are bitches. You know what? I would bring it.
Yeah, but like, listen.
I have control of my life. You guys don't. That's the difference.
No, I know it's that Anna's more go with the flow, and so is Manny, but it's not worth the aggravation. It's totally not worth it.
Man, be married as long as I have. You'll start to realize it is.
When you beat the will to live out of her, then
you gotta oppress him into submission. All right.
Oh, I wish I could learn so much from you.
Oh, I can teach you so many things still, Travis. You don't even know, all right?
But I never will.
You know what? That's your loss. I'd be down there. I would have been down there playing PUBG. I would have brought my whole computer. Just set up in the hotel room, playing PUBG. Actually, no, I wouldn't have gone. Because a couple years ago, Anne's parents offered to pay for us to go to England, and I declined.
I don't understand that.
I don't want to go.
I get it. I get that you don't like to do that, but man, I tell you what, that...
Oh, I probably would have gone by myself. I'm not going with them.
Right. Well, all right.
For the same reason that you don't want to go to Disney with someone's parents. Like, I don't want to do what people want to do. Right. I want to do what I want to do, and I'm not flexible at all. However, if I'm going to have to sit on a plane for fucking 13 hours to get somewhere, I'm not going to be flexible when I get there. That's just not how Bobo works.
It's not a 13-hour flight, for one.
How long is it to England?
I think it's like 6 or 7.
Too long. And not doing it.
But yeah, I mean, I can understand that because even like with going to England, there's so many things that could be done. You don't want to waste your time doing stuff you don't want to do. Whereas going to Disney, we were just locked into this theme park, and there was really nothing that I wanted to do. So
right, so I just wouldn't have gone. I'd be like, nope, I'm not going.
Yeah. So, but you know what? You know what happened while I was down there?
Your will to live got lesser.
Well, that too. But we had the Razzies and the Oscar nominations come out.
Oh, we did talk about this, and I got real upset, if you remember.
So
go ahead and tell them, Travis.
Well, I just want to preview this a little bit. So last year we did an episode about the Razzies and the Oscars where we each watched the best and worst movies nominated for the year and gave our reviews in a whimsical type of way. And then...
what did we do for our reviews last year?
We did 6-word reviews, I believe it was.
Yes, 6-word movie reviews.
Right.
Yes.
So we
had to watch. Travis and I had this brilliant idea. We would watch every Oscar nominee and every Razzie nominee and give reviews on all of them. So the best of the best and the worst of the worst.
Right, because if you're going to watch the best, you might as well watch the worst.
Which last year, I thought this was a really fun idea. I was like, you know what, Travis, that's a great idea. Let's do it. So I signed us up. We're both card-carrying members of the Golden Raspberry Association.
That is true.
And we got to vote this year, actually, on the Razzies.
We did?
Most of my votes actually made it in.
I can't remember what my votes were. But
then after doing the episode last year, about the second movie I had to watch when I realized I still had about 14 movies to go and how much I hated the 2 movies I'd already watched.
Right.
It no longer was a good idea. And now I'm dreading doing this.
Well, what happened to the days where like 5 movies were nominated for the Oscars?
Yeah. What happened to the good old days? They would pick 4 or 5 movies. What is it this year? 9?
Yes, it is 9 of them.
9 fucking. You can't narrow it down to 6. Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, and Razzies have 5. So,
which is perfect. 5 is great. God bless them.
Yeah, I can do 10 movies, but goddamn.
God, I can't. I'm already not looking forward to this. I'm already very salty about it. It's gonna be. Oh man.
The thing about it is, I am excited about this because on the Best Picture nominations, those are some movies that I really want to see. So, and I've been wanting to see. So, I'm okay with it.
There's like 2 movies I want to see, and then so let's go through the list first, okay?
Okay.
So there are 8 movies nominated for Best Picture this year.
No, 9.
9. Yes. I'm sorry, I forgot exactly how many. I just said it was 9, then I forgot because I'm an idiot. There are 9 movies nominated for Best Picture this year. They are Call Me by Your Name.
Yep.
Which again, it's like a coming of age drama film.
I can't wait. I don't really want to talk about these movies at all, but I can't wait to talk to you about this movie.
Well, I've not seen any of them.
Okay.
So,
do you know anything about that movie?
Yeah, I like coming of age movies. I'll probably like that movie.
Okay.
I watch those a lot. I'm into that kind of.
I know,
that's
but
a weird known fact about Bobo is I like coming of age dramas.
I have a feeling that movie is going to piss you off.
Okay, we'll find out.
Yep.
Last year they all pissed me off. So
okay.
The next movie on the list is Darkest Hour, which is about World War II, Winston Churchill.
I'm extremely excited for this movie.
I'm okay with it because I don't think it's a war movie so much as a Churchill movie.
It is.
And I like Churchill, so I'm fine with that.
Right.
The third one on the list is Dunkirk, which is a war movie. I'm debating not watching it. So.
Oh, really?
Because I do not watch war movies. You know that about me. I do not like the genre. Yeah. I wish they would outlaw it.
Oh man, I can't. This one I can't wait. And they're actually re-releasing it in theaters, and I'm debating whether I want to go see it on theaters or it's already out on video. If I want to see it on video,
I just do not like war movies. It is not my thing. I have an aversion to them that is stronger than. It's like a moral aversion to them. So.
Okay, well, you should at least try to give it a shot.
I've seen Saving Private Ryan. That was enough.
Okay. No. I mean,
anyways,
yes.
I'm just saying I will probably watch it and not be happy about it.
Yes.
Get Out, which that's a horror film.
I've already seen it. So.
I've not seen that one. I don't really like horror movies, but it's fine. I'll watch it. Lady Bird, which I don't know what that is. Who knows?
Yep.
Some kind of comedy drama thing. Chicks probably like it.
Yep.
Phantom Thread, which is a historical drama. So Anna probably want to go see that. That'll be great for her. Not so much for me.
Did you like Punch Drunk Love?
Yeah.
Okay, because this is done by the same director.
Oh, okay. Maybe I will like that movie then.
Okay.
I like Punch Drunk Love. The Post, which is a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yep.
I believe it's like a political thriller.
Yep.
That movie I'll probably have very mixed opinions on because I'm sure it's not very historically accurate.
Right.
And I know a lot about that because that's like in my wheelhouse as far as like my family history.
Right.
So that's really going to bother me probably because it's not accurate, and I'm going to watch the whole movie being like, that didn't happen, that didn't happen, that didn't happen, that didn't happen.
So the movie's already been ruined for you.
What?
I said, the movie's already been ruined for you.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, my grandfather was a White House insider for 30 years. So right. I know all about this whole, like, I know about the whole thing, the whole Vietnam papers and all that stuff, whatever.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Pentagon Papers, all that shit, whatever. Yeah. Shape of Water, which is a fantasy movie, I think.
Yeah, kind of. Done by Guillermo del Toro, who did...
which I love him. He was great in Star Wars, so that's cool.
Wait, what? Not Benicio del Toro.
Oh, yeah, the other guy.
No, that Guillermo del Toro is the director who's done...
Wrong one. You're right. Yeah, the other Del Toro. He was not related to him at all, by the way.
I'm trying to
Anyways.
I'm trying to think of the movies that he's done, but he's done some really good movies.
And then the last one is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which is a black comedy.
Drama? I think it's a drama.
It says comedy in Wikipedia.
Really?
Yep. It says 2017 black comedy drama.
Okay. All right. Well,
so
we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm excited for that one.
I don't know much about that movie, so
yeah, that one I'm actually. Francis McDormand's in it. Sam Rockwell, who is a really great actor.
Well, also Woody Harrelson's in it. So.
Yes, yeah. So I've got some high hopes on that one.
So again, and also, what pisses me off the most about these 9 movies is every other category has like 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best Actor's got 5 nominations. Best Director's got 5. Supporting Actor's got 5. Best Picture 9.
Just kept going.
Fucking stupid.
Let's
Travis.
go over. So the worst movies that we need to watch are Baywatch, the movie, which was really.
Oh man! So the golden raspberries fuck us again.
I was really hoping I wouldn't have to watch that one, but we'll see.
Really?
Yeah, that would. I just had no desire. Although there are some on this list that are definitely worse than Baywatch. But
I have to say Baywatch is probably the best one on the list. Actually, no, it's third. It's third best, anyways.
Third best. Okay. The other ones are the Emoji Movie.
That is awful.
Wait, like for a fact that it's awful, or you just?
I don't need. It's a cartoon movie that bombed.
I don't.
It's gonna be fucking terrible.
I don't like cartoons, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
We're not gonna you have to do it. If I have to watch Dunkirk, you gotta watch the Emoji Movie. That's your Dunkirk.
Oh sure, no, I'm gonna watch it. It's fine. The next one is one I'm very excited that you need to watch. 50 Shades Darker.
Why are you excited about that?
Because I've already watched it, and now you have to sit through that pile of shit.
Yeah, but it's probably like softcore porn. I mean, every 15-year-old watches that on Skinemax. What's the difference?
That's what. Okay, but that was my whole point for watching it. Before you gave me all kinds of shit about watching it, and now you.
Yeah, because you did it voluntarily. I'm being forced. If you do Travis, you do anything with a gun in your head, I understand it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Like if you put a gun in my head, which is basically what this is doing, by the way.
Right.
I understand. I can rationalize that.
Right.
You did that willingly, Travis. I don't know what to do for you.
Well, little tits and ass for an hour and a half. It's fine.
However, it got you one movie closer, which is probably a good thing in this point.
That is
so
true.
You know what? The long con for you wins out.
I do not have to watch that movie. So
fuck you.
The other one is, and this was another one I really was hoping I wouldn't have to watch, was The Mummy.
Yeah. Is this the, oh God.
The Tom Cruise
The
one?
reboot with Tom Cruise, right?
I don't think it's a reboot. I'm not sure that that it is in that universe of the other Mummy movies.
It says the sentence. It is a reboot of the Mummy franchise.
Then I'm completely wrong.
So it is a reboot.
Yeah, and then the new Transformers movie,
The Last Night.
Now here's my question for you:
Okay.
Have you watched any of the other Transformer movies?
Maybe. I think I watched the first one.
I think I've watched the first one as well. But are we gonna know what's going on watching this one?
Don't know. Don't care.
Good point. Excellent point.
I honestly, that's probably the best movie on the list out of all 5.
Really?
Because it's just gonna be an action flick.
Yeah,
it's gonna have lots of action, CGI, lots of fighting. You know what? That's cool. It'll be like Gods of Egypt last year. We had to watch that movie. It'll just be a lot of fighting and shit we don't understand, and cool. It'll be over in 2 hours.
Yeah, I was
the other ones on the list all suck. The Mummy's gonna be terrible. Emoji Movie, terrible. 50 Shades Darker, Baywatch, terrible.
I'm hoping that Baywatch is this year's Bad Grandpa. That it is just not. It's not as or Dirty Grandpa was the movie last year. That it wasn't as terrible as they. Well,
it does have Zac Efron in it, so
that's true. So, and I do love Zac Efron apparently. But,
man,
so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
You know, we will see. I hope that one does. That's like the only one that has a shot to like impress us. I think.
Out of this list, yes, I agree.
Yeah. So we got to watch all those. I'm more excited to watch those 5 than the 9 nominated for Best Picture, only because there's 5 of them.
Yeah. So look for that episode. It'll be at the end of February, so we can make our predictions on which ones are going to list.
Do you think they're as bad as the list last year? Not seeing the movies. I'm less nervous to watch these 5 than I was to watch the 6 nominated last year.
Yeah, I think I'm there with you. I'm trying to remember what all. Oh yeah, dude.
Last year was Hillary's America, Gods
Zoolander
of Egypt, 2. Zoolander 2, Independence Day 2, Batman vs Superman, which you'd already seen.
Right.
But
yeah, no, I think last year was worse than this year.
I do too. Just on the surface,
right?
I think this is better than last year, which is why I'm not as upset about it.
However, we will report back.
We shall report back. So we're gonna air that episode on the 27th of February, I believe.
Yep.
Wait, Thursday. I'm sorry. 29th of February.
Okay. No, wait.
So that'll be
this
our
is leap year.
I'm sorry, that's March. I'm an idiot. March 1st. It's actually March 1st.
Oh, okay.
The Oscars are March 4th. So the Golden Raspberries are March 3rd. So Thursday is the 1st. So we'll make our predictions on the 1st after watching them all.
So you need to listen right away so you can get the full experience here.
Right, you got to listen that week right away on top of it, so you can. We are going to inform you. We are the experts. Travis and I are just two dudes in white America, just two average Joes. We're giving you what we think is the best movie and the worst movie.
What we know.
And what's our gimmick this year, Travis? We always have to do a gimmick for how we're going to do the reviews. What's our gimmick this year?
So this year we've decided we're going to do. It's an anagram, right? Where you bring out a word and then you make your review off of each letter of that word. Did I do the justice in describing that?
Yes. So it's kind of like is that like an across poem? Is that what you call those?
Is that what it is? Yes. Is it not? It's an anagram. Is that? Am I correct on that one?
You know what? My wife is an English major. I should have known that. Anagram. What's an anagram?
A word or phrase.
That's not what an anagram is.
Nope,
Travis.
not at all. An
anagram is like if you rearrange the words to form letters in a word to form another word.
Right. Yes.
Such as cinema and Iceman.
Right. Yeah. So I got that one wrong.
That is not what this is at all.
Oh, English majors we are not. But so
I think this is an acrostic, right?
Is that what it is?
A poem, word puzzle, or other composition in which certain letters in each line form a word or words. So, like, if the word is cats, it'd be like cuddly, acrobatic, tenacious, soft, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's an acronym. It's an acronym, isn't it?
Oh, like NASA.
Right. Yes. Yeah. It's like
that's what we mean the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically that's what it is.
Right. Exactly. So we're gonna make acronyms for.
We're gonna at least give it a good college try.
I like how you said the word "we" because that was totally your idea, and I was just like, whatever. I like how my input in that was your input in Disney.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it can be funny. Flow. I think it'll be as long as we pick the right words, it'll be funny. So
I'm already miserable thinking about this.
I'm excited.
I you get excited by my misery though, so
it's not. No, it has nothing to do with your misery. In fact, I wish you were more excited about this. I'm excited because it forces me. The whole reason why I thought this idea up last year was because it forced me to actually watch these movies before they came out or before the Oscars.
See now, and again, I agreed with you in the beginning. I thought it was a great idea. Right. I just hated so many of those movies. Yeah,
that's a problem because I generally don't like them.
Yeah, we generally we've never been more dipolarly opposed to something than Manchester by the Sea.
That's true.
That is still in my mind the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oof.
I think it was worse than every movie on the Razzie list last year. I made Ann watch it too, and Ann agrees with me.
There's no way. It was not even the same category as Zoolander 2.
Yeah, it's way worse.
Oh
right.
No, not even.
I think I laughed once in Zoolander 2.
Oof.
I didn't laugh once in Manchester by the Sea. It wasn't funny at all.
Really? Even when the wife died and the kids died? Oh, I laughed.
That was pretty funny. That's true. Yeah. And then he tried to kill himself in the police station. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I.
Other than that, though, one laugh. You're right.
I had no problem making it through Manchester by the Sea, but it was real tough for me to finish Zoolander 2.
No, it was. Zoolander 2 was fucking abysmal.
Yeah. So, anyways,
that was. Oh man.
We will. We will report back, and hopefully you'll be as excited as I am.
I'm excited for the listeners. Okay, it doesn't matter what I care anymore.
Right.
It's just for the art. All right. That's all it is.
We do it all for you people.
We do it for you people.
Yeah.
You people. Which is the worst way to say that. Probably shouldn't say it like that. All right. we have actually run out of time this week, Travis.
Yes. Yeah, we are out of time.
We are out of time. We were going to do an Ed Time and talk about Stormy Daniels and how she can't tell the truth, apparently, or lie. She can't do either. But we'll save that for next week, maybe. Or I don't know. Who cares by then?
We'll see. We'll see if it's still making, because it's a little fascinating.
God, no one can bungle something as badly as she's been bungling it. But anyways, you know what? We'll get to it later. The number is 747 banging.
747-226-4464.
Call in, and if you've ever been to Disney, tell us what you think of Disney. Because Travis doesn't get it. I have also been to Disney, and I do not see the allure of Disney at all either. So I want to know what we're missing.
Yeah, I would. If you could put it into words, I would love to hear it.
Honestly, I mean, I know some people that are huge Disney people that
Yeah.
fucking love Walt Disney
Yeah.
and love Disney World. I want to know why. Call in and tell us. I'm honestly curious.
Do you like crowds? Do you like standing around waiting?
Do you like paying $150 a ticket to stand around and wait all day?
I would assume those have got to be on the top of your list of favorite things to do.
Do you like paying $10 for Bud Light? Dilly Dilly.
Bud Light was $7.75, I believe. Dilly
But then
Dilly.
you got a tip, so $9.
Oh, no, I didn't tip those people.
What?
Money comes at a premium. No,
You didn't tip your fucking bartender?
Of course I tipped. I'm kidding.
Oh. No, you're just kidding because I'm making you feel bad about it?
No.
Okay.
No, like you said, I'm generally a good guy.
You're proper.
I'm proper.
Proper.
So,
Proper Travis.
so go to pwthepodcast.com for this week's poll and for any other little goodies that we post up on the website.
Yeah, you know what? Go check us out on all the social media stuff. It's PW the Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that bullshit. Prestige Worldwide the Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, all that shit. We're out there. You can find us. It's not too hard to give us a listen if you want to. Tell your friends. Tell your loved ones. Tell your fucking Disney friends if you have any.
Did you
Or
see?
not.
I just thought about this. Did you see all of the Disney characters got a bonus now?
What?
They announced, the Disney Corporation announced, because of these tax cuts, they are getting a bonus. All of the character actors are getting like $1,000 each or something like that.
So this is the end of the episode. You're going to really hate this. I was telling all my friends, generally I'm pretty much a liberal these days until you do your taxes on the 29th, the first day that you can file them.
Yeah.
And then you're like, Trump's not so bad.
Well, this year it won't affect us.
No, it's when you pay all your taxes in, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm
Right.
writing all this taxes, you see how much money you're paying every year, and you're like, maybe the Republicans aren't so bad after all.
Sure. Let's not get into it. But, because I'm still not buying it.
Okay. It was a joke, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not buying that I'm going to see a goddamn cent on this one, but we'll see.
You know what? We'll find out next year. We'll do a tax episode next year.
We'll just do my taxes on air.
Dude, I would do my taxes on air in a heartbeat. I have no problem telling you fuckers how much money I'm giving the rest of the world. Maybe in April we'll do a tax episode. We'll see if I can do it this year. I don't even know. We'll tell everyone how fucking awful it is.
We'll itemize all of it. So,
oh man, I do itemize. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
All right, guys, that's it. See you fucking next week.
See you next Thursday.